Welcome back to my channel. Today we're having a fish fry with oysters. So I start off by simply washing my fish. I actually went to the fish market and I got some filleted catfish, and I also got some filleted perch. And so I just rinsed it really well and set my stove up for easy cooking and cleaning towards the end. So I have my oil getting hot and my dish with paper towels on it so I can just lay my fish once it's done. Once you rinse your fish, you need to make sure that you dry it very, very well, as I did and showed you there. And so I only use simple seasoning, and that's only this garlic powder. That's the only thing I use. Nothing with salt, because the fish seasoning I'm going to use, as you can see, is already highly seasoned. And for me, I used to use eggs on my fish, but now I just use mustard. It's so much easier. And because I couldn't find my cooking gloves that I usually have, I just took my spoon and I made sure I stirred the mustard to coat the fish thoroughly. You want to get that mustard all over the fish, because where the mustard is, that's where you're going to put your, once you put your breading on there, it's going to adhere to that fish and give you a nice crispiness that you want once you fry your fish. So here I just sped it up. I'm just stirring it, making sure I got the fish evenly coated all over. It's so much easier to do it with your hands though. I just didn't have my gloves. So this is the fish fry that I use, Louisiana. My mom used this, my grandmama used this, everybody I know uses this, and I have just inherited that tradition and kept it on my fish, so I just coat it on my fish. I don't add any salt because it's seasoned very well, and I just drop it in my already prepared grease. I think one of the keys too is to making sure while you're prepping for everything, start your grease on like a medium heat. I don't like to cut it up too high because I don't want my fish to like fry quickly. I want it to cook beautifully from the inside out and make that crisp coating on the outside. So as you can see here, I don't like to drop my fish in wet. So if I see like a little piece that's wet, the coating is wet, I'll just put a little bit more seasoning on it to make sure the seasoning is dry. And I just picked up my camera and actually showed you what it's looking like. So here I have my sheet dish lined with paper towels, and I'm just showing you where when my fish comes out, I'm just going to put it directly on that paper towel to drain off any excess grease that may be there. So as you see here, I'm just checking. I try not to disturb the fish too much. Just let it cook. Let it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Once it does, as it cooks, and then no need to stir and all that other good stuff. It's just doing too much. So once it gets to the doneness that I like, some of the fish will float or be easily moved. Another thing that I pay attention to is the grease. Once the grease comes to a simmer and it's not like that really roaring fry, then I know my fish is about ready, because the grease will get quiet on you. That's the only way I know how to describe it. The grease gets quiet and it just lets me know it's done cooking the fish. So I just take it out and I put it onto my paper towel to drain. And I just keep repeating that. As I take fresh fish out, I add more fish in. And we pair our fish with some salad. I usually make salad and corn, but I only did salad today. Here I just kind of did like the self-serve dish, and on that dish is some cucumbers, onions, tomatoes, and I put cheese in the middle, and cucumbers, onions, tomatoes, cheese, I can't remember, and eggs. That's it. And eggs. So yeah, I was just showing you that in the salad mix that I did, some green leaf lettuce and spinach. And here I'm having, these are the oysters. These oysters we got from the fish market were already shucked for us and put it in that little paint jar. And so once I got it home, I just wanted to show you how I opened up my oysters, fresh oysters, and I rinsed them very thoroughly, because oysters can be a little salty. And when you're using that fish fry, if you don't rinse your oysters, you're going to go, it's going to be a salt overkill or salt overload. So I always make sure I rinse my oysters really, really well, and then coat them in the breading and drop them right in. I don't add any mustard, anything to it, because it's not necessarily necessary. So I just pour that fish fry over those oysters and coat them and drop them down right into my already grease that I had cooked my fish in. I didn't even change out any grease. It was ready to go. So as they got done, oysters don't take long to cook. Once you get that breading to the crisp that you want, you can just take them on out. They don't take long at all, and they're ready to eat. You want to eat them while they're hot and fresh. And I'm just showing you here how I do that. And from there you have it. The meal is ready. So the fish is done, the oysters are done, everything is ready, and I just laid it out for family style so people could fix their own plates, how they wanted it, and all of that good stuff. I just laid it out on the table, and we just really enjoyed ourselves. Today is game day, so we just ate our fish and salad and oysters, and we watched the game together, which was really good. So from there, I just took a picture, couple of snapshots of how I do it. Y'all see my candle there. How many of y'all cook fish and light a candle at the same time? That's just something I've always done. So I hope you enjoy what you're seeing. Keep watching, keep tuning in. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And there's more to come. Bye-bye.